Hey, Gabby.
Hi.
Welcome to the PLT podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. I feel like I need to say what's going on right now for anyone that can't see the podcast. We have got your brand new dog on the bed.
I know. It's
River.
the love of my life.
Literally the love of mine. I've met him. I've known him for 2 seconds and I'm already in love.
I've had him for 2 days and I already love him more than anything.
He is absolutely incredible. Thanks so much for bringing him along today. It's so good to be out here in LA with you. And I don't know whether you're familiar with our podcasts, but we kind of like to get to know everything about our guests. We want to talk about like your life, your career. But first of all, we've got an exciting announcement. Your PLT edit. Oh my God. Like I didn't see this one coming. And as soon as I knew that we were doing this, I was like, this is a big one. I have loved you for ages. I'm like, yes, this works. So tell us a little bit about the collection. How did it feel when PLT first reached out to you?
I was so excited. It's definitely one of the highlights of my career so far. I've been working with Pretty Little Thing for maybe 3 or 4 years now. You guys are like one of my favorite brands, one of my favorite companies to work with. So when you guys approached me about doing an edit, I was so stoked.
I can't believe you were just like, you're one of my favorite brands. Like I was so excited. And you said it was one of your biggest career moments then, did you just say?
Oh, for sure.
See, that to me, I've literally followed you since like probably like for 6 years.
Really?
So to hear that, I'm like, oh my God, that makes me so happy. Like, wow.
Yeah, I just love working with you guys so much and I love all your clothes and just to work with a brand I've already been working with for so many years was just such an added bonus for me.
And tell us about the edit. Can you tell us anything about the pieces? Like what's the inspiration behind the pieces?
For me, I obviously live in swimwear a lot. I spend a lot of time at the beach, so I definitely want to include some swimwear in there. And I'm all about comfort as well as style. So it's a lot of cute crop tops, a lot of cute jeans, and a lot of really easy to wear pieces.
Nice. Okay, so you like kind of day-to-day style.
Yeah, for sure.
So on your Instagram, a lot of your pictures are bikini or they're on a beach. So how would you describe your day-to-day style? Is it comfy, chilled?
It's definitely comfort and chill. I love pretty much wear jeans every day, either with a crop top or a cute little t-shirt. I'm definitely a sneakers over heels kind of person.
I feel that.
I love that everyone's wearing dresses with sneakers now.
Yes.
So I don't really have any need for heels anymore. So anything I put with a pair of sneakers is definitely my wardrobe.
Definitely your go-to. Okay, I love that. And can you tell us anything about the shoot? How was the shoot? I know it was in Malibu, is that right?
Yep.
And it was on a beach?
Yep, my favorite. It was great. It was such a fun day. The whole team was amazing, super easy to work with. And obviously Malibu is such an amazing location. I was just really excited to shoot there.
And I think to anyone listening now, you need to go on the site and shop Gabby's edit.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, you're just going to die. I'm obsessed with it. I need to go and get some pieces myself. I'm like, as soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to be on site. I'm going to be getting those pieces, adding them to my basket.
Amazing. Good.
What would you say to any of your like fans or your followers that want to go and shop the collection now?
I would say definitely go check it out. I think there's really something for everyone there. There's swimwear, there's crop tops, jeans, there's really cute trousers, blazers. There's something for every occasion. So I would definitely go check it out.
Yeah, go and do it. And you are massive on social media. I mean, I don't mean to flatter you, but like you've got a huge presence on social media, especially Instagram. And I know that a lot of our listeners and your fans and followers would want to know how you kind of grew your Instagram. Like, how did you get started?
I get asked this question a lot. I feel so awkward answering this, but honestly, I think I was just in the right place at the right time. It definitely wasn't something I set out to do. I think I was really lucky that I started on Instagram pretty early before becoming an influencer or a fashion blogger was even a job title.
Yeah.
I was just at university studying. Instagram kind of started. My friends all had it. I made one. I was modeling part-time on the side. I was lucky enough to start traveling a little bit for modeling. And it kind of just grew from there. I guess I was modeling overseas as well, only part-time. But I think I was just the right place, right time. And I kind of grew before everyone jumped on the Instagram bandwagon.
Wow, and that's how you're so huge today. Like, how many followers have you got on Instagram now?
I think it's 2.3 million.
2.3 million.
I feel so awkward.
Just a small number. You're like, oh my God, you're putting me in.
I'm such a dog. So I'm like, why are these people following me?
Like I say, I followed you for years, so I know why everyone's following
Thank you so much.
But you mentioned there that you went to university. What did you study at university? I don't know this.
Yeah, I studied biomedical science.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah, it's completely useless right now.
You never know, it may come in need. So did you go into that course with a job or career in mind, or was it just because you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I went to a neurologist.
No
Yeah, I was majoring in
way.
neurology.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did that kind of change?
Very different career path.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
But
So how did it change? Did you just did your Instagram grow and you kind of went down that path because of that? Or did you make like a conscious decision to be like, no, actually, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah, it just started to grow. And obviously like it's a pretty intense.
Sorry guys, River's just having like a full-on moment on the bed right now.
Hey baby.
We are obsessed. Like I just want to cuddle him. So you had a moment when you realized.
It was obviously a pretty intense degree. And Instagram was kind of picking up, and I got my first paid post when I was studying, and like that was great. I was doing like modeling part-time just to pay for university pretty much. And then it wasn't until Instagram became like a full-time job and I was getting opportunities to travel that I really thought, okay, I need to ride this wave for as long as I can.
Yeah.
And come back and do another degree afterwards, because biomed's really like a prerequisite for medicine.
Right, okay.
Or for another degree. And honestly, I didn't think it would last as long as it did. I kind of thought I'd take a year off and ride it, travel a lot, travel as much as I can, really take advantage of the amazing opportunities that Instagram and social media presents. And it's been like 4 years later, and
wow, no sign of it stopping.
Yeah. I always like thought I'd go back to studying because I'm really, really passionate about it.
Yeah.
And I really think one day I'd love to go back and continue studying, but right now I'm just really loving what I do.
Yeah, and you're so busy that you wouldn't find the time to stop, I imagine.
Yeah, it was kind of like being in Maldives 1 week and then spending like 14 hours a day studying, and I was like, what would I rather be doing right now? So,
and you mentioned there that you did model when you were younger. How did you actually get into modeling? Because that's a whole other career alongside, your Instagram world and your university.
My little sister was doing it. She was like 6 foot since the time she was like 14.
No way.
So she was doing it a little bit. It really wasn't a passion of mine at all. It was just, to be very honest.
I love this.
But yeah, it was just like, it was such a great way to earn money when I was studying full time as well. Like the pay is great. It's super flexible hours. So like I really just like thought of it as like a way to like pay for university, and that was it. I didn't really take it very seriously. But social media is a lot more fun.
And I guess it helps now because obviously one of the biggest part about your job now is that you take pictures for Instagram. And I mean, they look damn good. So I guess that model like kind of gave you the training in a style, like to know how to pose and how to look, do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. It's definitely very different. Doing ecom in a white room for like 8-10 hours is it's a lot harder than what I do. Just standing
on a beach.
Yeah, this is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like more me. It's more personal. It's my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really love it.
And YouTube is also kind of like a focus for you as well. Is that something you are still working on? Because I know that you've got a lot of videos on there, some great content, but are you still working on keeping that up to date and having that as a main focus for you?
Yeah, I guess the problem is like what I struggle with YouTube is like when I'm traveling, there's so much happening, and then to have a camera on me at all times as well. Yeah. It's just like I try and be in the moment as much as I can, which is really hard with social media. So to have a camera on me and film everything is like another dimension. And most of the time I'm like having fun. I'm like, damn, I have to film this. So
you're trying to juggle like 5 jobs.
Yeah, I just need like a GoPro strapped to my head and I'm good. That'd be the easiest way for me to do YouTube videos.
In the near future, we're going to see Gabby Epstein walking around with a GoPro attached to her head.
100%.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
I always forget to film all the good stuff. And I'm like, damn it, this just happened. And my camera's in my bag, uncharged.
That moment would have made such good content. Yeah. And a lot of models now are actually discovered on Instagram, which I guess back when you started out wasn't really a thing. What do you think to that for girls? It's a good opportunity, really, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. It's like it's free advertising, really. And you don't really have to go through an agency anymore who are definitely like looking for a certain type.
Yeah.
I think it's such a great thing. It like definitely like opens up the door for like a lot of different type of girls, different body shapes, whereas it wasn't really like that even like 5 years ago with modeling agencies. Wow. It was like a very specific look. And now it's a lot more open.
Yeah, definitely. And do you still get approached quite a lot through like model agency bookers or like people trying to message you wanting to do that kind of work?
Yeah, like I do have an agency in Australia, but I'm traveling so much. Like last year was like just so full on with traveling. I'm not usually in one place for too long. Yeah. So the easiest thing for me for work is social media. I will do a few modeling jobs if I'm here or in Australia for a few weeks, but I'm usually just in airports like most of the time. So
Editing
it
content
hard.
and
Yeah,
things.
pretty much.
That's your life. And Instagram and social media has kind of changed rapidly recently, with one of the biggest things being Instagram removing its likes. Have you experienced, has that happened for you here? Because it's not happened for me in the UK. Has it happened for you?
It actually happened for, I think, Australia and Canada first.
It
And they
did.
were trialing it there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when I'm in the US, sometimes I see likes, sometimes I don't.
Right.
It kind of goes back and forth.
And what's your view on it? Like, how does that, in your line of work, how does that kind of make you feel? Does it bother you or?
I know the reason they said they removed it in Australia and Canada, they were trialing it, was for mental health.
Yeah.
And I kind of have mixed views on that. I feel like if you have issues with mental health and social media, seeing likes isn't really going to affect it too much. If you see like an 18-year-old with a Ferrari, like, but at the end of the day, if it does help, even if a small number of people, I think that's worth it.
Yeah. But do you feel like it's affecting you as a person with what you do, or can you still kind of work the same way?
I think with brands, they can ask for insights anyway. Like Instagram's like really, really good at doing complete breakdown of insights for content creators.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really affected me. I thought it would more than it has, honestly, before they started it. And then now that it's gone, I don't even really notice it.
Oh, that's good then. That's amazing. Because that is the thing. Like, I think when people first found out, they're like, oh my God, this is scary. Especially when it is your work. It's your like kind of full-time job. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty cruisy though.
Yeah.
I feel like whatever's going to happen with Instagram, it's going to happen. Like Instagram could shut down tomorrow. So like I couldn't change it. So I feel like there's no point really stressing about it. And clients always ask for insights anyway. So it didn't really affect me.
So you don't worry about like if Instagram was to end, you're not too worried? Because that is something that like if it is your full-time job, which I mean, I know you obviously do a lot of other things like your edit with PLT and loads of other jobs that you get booked for. But do you ever think about it?
No, not really, to be very honest.
You're just so chill. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Like obviously there's always like the next thing. Like it was MySpace for everyone over like 18 years old. It was MySpace and Facebook was huge, and now it's Instagram, and now TikTok's getting big. So I feel like there's always going to be something coming and the next big thing, but I feel like stressing about it isn't really going to change it. So if I want to keep doing the social media thing, just get on the next thing early. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
And does TikTok appeal to you? Are you interested in TikTok?
I'm too old for TikTok. I don't get
I
it.
feel the same way, girl, honestly.
I can't. I'm trying to get it.
Yeah. I think you'd be amazing at it though.
I feel like I'm so awkward though. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to try. I feel like it'd all be videos of River.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone would mind.
My TikTok would just be like all dog content, which I wouldn't even be mad at. But I don't know. I've tried to watch it. I can't. I'm going to try my best.
Maybe.
But I feel like it's definitely a younger audience.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try. So we'll see how it goes.
So let's keep an eye out for Gabby on TikTok. I'm going to be watching for sure to see what you do.
I have made an account. I haven't posted any videos yet. I think I did try a few days ago. And I felt like my mum trying to use Facebook. I was like trying to figure out how to add sound effects or music. And I think I tried for like 20 minutes and I was like, I'm done. I don't want to try this anymore.
Like, I feel so old because I'm like, it's hard. We've got so many girls on our team that are just wizards with it. And I'm like, I really thought that I was one of the cool kids. And now I'm like, shit, I'm getting old. Like, I don't know what to do with this
I'm not great with, I'm terrible with technology. Like, it's like Instagram, like...
Yeah, you can do
Safari,
that like
Google, and like that's about it. With TikTok or a new app, I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this also? I need to like,
what is this science?
I need to like watch a YouTube video on how to do this.
That's what YouTube's so good for, though. I'm sure we could find some. So we'll go away and we'll do that. We'll do some TikTok research. Now, you've mentioned before, and everyone knows that you travel so much. You're never in one place for very long. Would you say that Instagram is kind of your Instagram career has fueled your traveling?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. I think I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was. I think my Instagram kind of became more of a travel blog because I was going to so many different places. I was really fortunate enough to work with a lot of different hotels.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. But it just kind of means like for the kind of content I need to create, I do need to travel a lot, which is great 90% of the time. And then the other 10% of the time, I just want to be home in my pajamas like for 1 week. So
I can't actually believe we've got you here today. Like, honestly, I was like, I thought we'd never be able to pin you down for a podcast because you are just never in the country. You're never in one spot.
Yeah. Well, I actually moved to LA full time in September last year.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that because I'm from the Gold Coast in Australia.
Yeah.
So I was going back and forth, and I love Australia. It's like, it's my home. I love it more than anything, but it's just so far from the rest of the world
that's
to travel.
the thing, it is. What was it like making that change coming from Australia to LA? Because I feel like the two countries are kind of they're similar with like the sunshine and the beaches and things, but I feel like culturally they're kind of different. Did you feel that when you came?
Yeah, definitely. Especially where I live as well in West Hollywood.
Yeah, okay.
People are definitely a lot more chill in Australia.
Yeah.
But I'm really lucky. I have some really good friends here. I've been back and forth between LA and home for the past 5 or 6 years now. So this kind of feels like my home anyway.
Okay. And what made you decide to make that move from Australia to LA? Was it purely work or?
I love, like, all my family's on the Gold Coast, who I really, really miss. I'm really close to them, but all my friends are here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, I have my friends at home who I've been friends with since, like, junior school, middle school, but we have very different jobs and they have 9-to-5 jobs. So during the week with my work schedule, I was like, let's get coffee at 11 a.m. And they're like, we have real jobs, so
like
no.
we're working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Babe. We get a lunch break at 12.
Yeah. And I was always away as well. And I think last year I was in the US, like I think I made 9 trips in a year here. Wow. So it just made sense for me to be based here full time. And I live with 2 of my best friends, which I love. Yeah.
Who'd you live with?
Maddie Edwards from Australia.
Mads, yeah. We'll talk about her a little bit later. Mads, yeah.
And Brie Kleintop.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realise it. I thought you lived on your own, so that's a nice. You've got like a nice dynamic.
Yeah, it's great. Like on the Gold Coast, I was living by myself, which was great. But now it's just like, it's such a fun house.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And my God.
And my other best friend's a DJ and she lives 10 minutes away. So it's so nice. We're all super close.
Wow.
And it's just like a big girl house.
I love that. I'm so jealous of that. Like that does sound like the most fun.
It's so great.
And what do you miss most about home when you are like thinking about home? What do you miss most about Australia and like your family?
Like I said, I'm really close to my family. I have 2 younger sisters who are like my best friends.
Yeah.
And I also miss the weather. Like, I know everyone says like California's like sunny all year round, but this to me right now is like the coldest day of the year on the Gold Coast. But yeah, like I definitely miss the weather. I miss the beach.
Yeah.
Australia has like some of the best beaches in the world, but I'm super happy to be here.
And talking on like I want to talk a bit more about shoot locations. So you've shot in some incredible places and incredible beaches, like the pigs at Exuma and the horses.
Yes, the pigs are not that friendly.
Are
just
they not?
Just a little heads up. Yeah.
Wait, tell me about your experience with them.
I think in photos and videos, like it looks so amazing. You're in the Bahamas, it's white sand, crystal clear blue water.
You're swimming with pigs.
They are fed constantly. So like they know when you come, you have food.
Okay.
So like they'll come, and I've seen a couple of girls on Instagram with some pretty hectic bruises. I got a bite on my butt. I had a bruise. I didn't go down for like 3 weeks. One of my other friends, like I was bitten in her stomach.
Oh my God.
You have to be really careful.
So they're quite violent.
They just know you have food. So if you have food in your hands, you have to you look ridiculous. You have to be like this, like showing them, because they're so intelligent. They're such smart animals.
Yeah.
So if show them you don't have food, and when you leave your hands like down here, they're just trying to get the food in your hands, so they'll bite kind of anywhere where your hands are in your body.
Oh my God.
But I definitely got a big shock because I got out and being like, oh my gosh, like they're so cute. I just want to play with them. Like thinking they were puppies or something, and I got a rude shock.
Wow. So is that maybe not your favorite shoot location?
Oh, like it's one of my favorites. Like it is like so beautiful, and it's such a surreal experience to pull up to an island in the middle of the ocean, it feels like, and you get off the boat and like 40 pigs come like rushing towards you, like huge pigs and like little baby piglets. It's a pretty surreal experience.
Wow. But what is your favorite place you've been to, either for a shoot or just with, your job?
The Bahamas is definitely up there. It's just one of the most magical places I've ever been.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say Mykonos as well.
Oh, yeah. You always talk about Greece, and like that's quite far away from you, isn't it?
Yeah. I could spend a whole summer. I could spend a whole summer in Mykonos very easily.
What is it you think that draws you to like Mykonos? Is it just...
It's just my kind of vibe. When I'm from there, I'm just in a bikini, cover up, no shoes. I haven't washed my hair in like 2 weeks. It's full of salt water. I just love that you can go to the beach, go to a beach bar. Everyone's in such a great mood. The weather's amazing. And it's just a really happy place to be.
It must be dreamy being flown like left, right and centre all over the world.
Yeah.
But I guess like living out of a suitcase must be pretty hard. So I think people would be interested to know, what 3 travel items can you not live without?
Oh, that's a good one. A great pair of jeans,
Okay.
definitely. A staple bikini, and a really comfortable pair of sneakers.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Always.
they're Gabby's 3 go-to items.
I'm very good at living out of a suitcase now.
Are you good? Yeah.
I'm great. I feel like when you live out of a suitcase, you realize like how little you need as well.
Really?
And then I get home and I used to be bad. I used to pack like 3 suitcases, like things that you don't even wear at home like everyone does.
Yeah.
But I've definitely gotten a lot better.
And talking on America and Australia, I want to know, let's talk about guys. Who's better, American guys or Australian guys?
They're super
There's
different.
so many pros and cons.
I know. They're super different.
Yeah.
Definitely. I never really noticed it until I was here more often, because my boyfriends have always been from Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never really noticed a difference until I was living here full time.
And speaking of, do you have a boyfriend now, or can we talk about that?
I just broke up with my partner at the end of last year.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
So-
wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it like, was it a mutual decision? Was it something you've kind of...
Yeah, like he's like a great person. Like I couldn't speak highly enough of him. But it was just like the distance, and I went to live here and he went to
Yeah.
live there, and long distance is great for a while, but when you want to live in the opposite sides of the globe, it's yeah.
Is this something you've like decided not to kind of speak about? Because I guess that like we look at your Instagram and I've followed you for a long time, and I kind of hadn't seen you talk about it. So have you kind of purposely kept that back to yourself?
Yeah, I guess like for me, like I definitely posted photos with him. I didn't post too many.
Yeah.
And I just feel like so much of my life is so public. And then for me, like relationships, it's kind of more important to keep them private and not deal with the questions. And I just feel like so much of like people know like where I go to the gym, like what I eat, like what my house looks like, what my dog looks like, who my best friends are, what my family and sisters look like. It's very public. So a relationship is like something that I really try and keep as private as I can.
Yeah, I completely appreciate that and respect that. But
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that
No
with us. I'm
worries.
sorry for asking you that.
No,
then.
it's,
But you do have, on a lighter note, you do have a new man in your life.
I
He's
know.
in the room right now.
I know.
River, babe, come on. Can we get you on the bed?
Come on.
Let's get River.
on.
Come on. For anyone who's just listening, they're like, what is going on? We've got a gorgeous little puppet. Hey,
Good boy.
So we've got River here on the bed, the new love of your life.
Yeah, the only man in my life besides my dad. If you're watching, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
I told him that the other day and he was like, hey. I was like, Dad, it's okay. You're number one. So good.
Yeah, you'll always be number one. So tell me about River. When did you get him? 2 days ago, you said.
Got him 2 days ago.
And he's a rescue dog.
He is. So he was rescued by a company called Joey and Bailey, and it's all volunteers. And he was actually rescued from Korea. He was found in a high kill shelter in an area that's really notorious for dog meat, in the dog meat trade, which is beyond sad.
Yeah.
But he was really fortunate. Him and his 2 sisters were actually rescued. He came to America, I think, 6 days ago.
God.
And his 2 sisters were actually adopted in LA as well.
No way. So you
Yeah.
could actually even go and see them if you wanted to.
Yeah. So we've arranged like puppy play dates and
Oh, I'm so excited for him.
yeah, and he's so good. I thought he would definitely be a lot more scared and a lot more nervous, as like rescue dogs usually
Yeah.
are. But he's just so good.
But
He's
to
just,
everyone watching, you can see how chilled he is. He's so happy here, even in this studio on the PLT podcast set.
Hey.
Like, he loves it. I wish he could just stay here all day.
I know,
I really
he's
do.
just-
Okay, and another big love of your life, your best friend Mads. Tell us about you guys. Like, everybody loves you too. Where did you guys meet?
we actually met on one of my first influencer trips.
Okay.
A company was going to Thailand to shoot.
Wow.
And I didn't know anybody. They called me, asked if I wanted to go. And I was like, I don't know anyone. Sure, why not? Let's go. So,
All the way to Thailand. You're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's brave.
yeah. Yeah, I look back now, I'm like, would I do that again? Like, but yeah, I'm so glad I went. And I met her over there, and I came to America a lot more after that,
Wow.
and we just really bonded. I think we're complete opposites. We're like yin and yang, which is why we work so well.
Yeah.
Because she's completely insane.
For anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah. So I think she like makes me more spontaneous and more wild, and I definitely keep her from dying. So it's like.
Well, that's good to know. It's good to know that she's got you.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the videos you guys made, your drunk Q&A together, we loved watching that. I know that a lot of people enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. But there's something I want to ask. I've got a sneaky question, actually. You've got a joint Instagram, but it's private.
It is.
How do we get into it? Like, why is it private? Can I be accepted?
Oh, yeah, we're not that fussy with acceptance. we just want to keep it open for, like, people who really, I guess, like true fans who like love our friendship.
So there's no like secrets on there. It's just that it's private for.
Oh, it's definitely content we don't post on our own accounts.
Ooh.
I don't think any of our family members are allowed to follow it.
Ooh. Now I really want to follow.
Or partners. Or managers. So
that's why it's private.
Definitely.
Could you give us an example? Maybe like a PG example of what type of content we could expect to see?
I think it's just us. Because a lot of our work is like. We try and keep our Instagrams as real as possible, but we also like want to put the best version of ourselves forward. I think it's just us, like the same kind of thing, just being a lot more ratchet.
Yeah. So basically,
nothing too hectic, but just like probably like more about like private conversations.
Yeah.
Are on there.
I really want to be accepted to this page.
Oh, I mean, you have to.
You need to show me more. But how long have you two actually known each other now? So you went on the trip to Thailand. When was that?
I think about 5 years ago now.
Okay. But people kind of joke that you two are like in a relationship, don't they? How do you cope with them comments? I mean, it's wild.
I know, it's really insane. Like to me, it's like I have 2 younger sisters, so I'm very affectionate with my sisters, and like to me, she's like a sister. So I'm like, I hold her hand, like I hold my younger sister's hand. I don't think twice of it. It's like I'm very affectionate with like my sisters, and like that's like what she is to me. I'm not sure if people don't understand that, or I feel like if I say it once on a story or something, people don't see it, and then especially guys, guys can be.
Oh, guys just
But yes, it's definitely not like we're just just best friends. She probably knows the most about me more than anyone. I'm probably the same with her. Yeah. It's like someone you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to, and she's like my family.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And with that, if we had Mads here right now and I asked her to tell me something about you?
Oh no,
that nobody knows, what would she tell us?
I don't know, it kind of depends what mood she was in. I think if she was in a really savage mood.
I think she'd be in a savage mood. Do we agree? In this studio, we agreeing for savage? Let's go savage.
Oh no, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can say this. It's like too gross.
You definitely can. No, you can do it. This is a safe space. I can't wait.
Oh no, I don't think.
River, do you think Mummy should tell us?
I don't think.
He stretched. That was a yes. I think Paul was like, yes, she's good.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I should come back to that one and like see if I can.
Okay, you think right. So before we go.
Oh, should I take a break and call her and ask her?
Hold on, you can call her. Let's just call her.
Okay.
Let's do this. Can we FaceTime?
Yeah, let's FaceTime.
We're ready to FaceTime. Okay. I'm excited. I hope she answers. Is she going to be awake? Because she's kind of wild. She might be having a lie-in.
No, that's where we bond, because we both sleep like 4 hours a night.
Yeah, you get up at like 4 in the morning, don't you? 4, 5. I saw an interview and you were like, yeah, I just get up at like 4:30, 5. I was like, what?
We both just don't sleep very much, which is why I think we get along so well.
Because you've got so much energy all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. We just like we watch The Office at night, and then we both get up and like have coffee as soon as we can.
I forgot about that. You like The Office.
I'm obsessed.
Is that a US version? Because the Office started in the UK, didn't it? I feel. With, what's the guy called?
Ricky
Gervais?
Yeah.
I should know that. I'm from England, but sorry, Ricky, if you're listening. Ooh.
Hey, wait, she's not answering.
Let's drop her a text. River, are you enjoying the podcast? So for anyone listening right now, we are just trying to get in touch with Mads. We're going to do a little FaceTime and see whether she can reveal some of the deepest, darkest secrets.
Mads, I'm doing a podcast, a Pretty Little Thing right now, so you have to answer your FaceTime because we have to ask you a very important question. Bye.
I'm so ready for this.
I hope she answers. I don't know what she's doing right now.
Okay, so whilst we're waiting for that, 2020 is a big year. Have you got any kind of like big plans coming up? Like, what do you plan? Apart from your edit, I mean, your edit's just come out and it's incredible. Congrats to you.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Go and shop it now, by the way. What have you got coming up?
I always like, things always come up at the last minute as well. Like I can never plan too far in advance because like everything just moves so quickly with social media.
Yeah.
That I always like think that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a chill month or like take a little break, and then it ends up being like my busiest month, and so much happens. But yeah, I think 2019 was just so busy for me. Like moving countries and going back at the end of last year and like packing my stuff up, and I thought I'd have January off, and then January ended up being pretty intense, and I was like, okay, I'll like just take a couple of weeks in February off.
Yeah.
But February's getting busy as well. And I think that people with social media don't realize like how much work goes on behind the scenes. It's constant. And like I love what I do. I can't complain at all, but it is like a 24/7 job.
Definitely.
I'm working, I'm shooting on like Saturday and Sunday. There's no holidays at Christmas. So it is pretty full on. I definitely want to try and take a week off my phone.
Wow.
Sometime in the next, hopefully not too far away. But yeah, I'm just like, there's a few things in the works. Definitely a lot more travel as well. Coachella's in April.
Oh,
which
Coachella's
we'll
always
blink
the big
and it'll
one.
be April. Like it'll come around so quickly again. But yeah, there's a few things coming up. But yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for you. I mean, what was your highlight for last year? Because 2019 was a very big year for you. I feel like every year is a big year for you. But what was your highlight from 2019?
My gosh, I'm trying to remember.
So many things that you do. It's hard to slow down and actually think, God, this is what I did this year. Because I guess we never really look back as people. You just go on to the next thing, especially when you're so busy as you are.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I forget places like countries I've traveled to, and I look on my Instagram, I'm like, oh, I actually have been there.
Yeah, I forgot I went to that country.
Yeah, like a lot of the time it's like fly in, fly out for like 3 days. So it's like you blink and it's kind of over.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think.
The big question.
Yeah, like 2019 was just like such a great year. It was really, really busy. That was a big travel year as well. I think it was like maybe 12 international trips. I shot a campaign for Cotton On in Miami and New York, which is awesome. That was really good. Coachella was amazing as always.
Yeah.
There was just so many things that like I can't remember right now. I have to like check my Instagram.
You remember them when
is.
you're driving home. You'll be like, oh yeah, there was this too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure this year's going to be absolutely crazy for you. But before we go, is Mads going to answer, do we think?
Oh.
She's completely lost this moment, Mads.
I know,
girl.
I know.
She must be like, look at
she'll never miss an opopportunity to tell the world the most savage thing about
secrets. Me. I can see that Gabs' text is saying FaceTime me and like 4 exclamation marks. So it's definitely, she's tried. But Mads, if you're listening, we'll get you next time.
Oh, she'll write just check the comments. Yeah. I already know she'll just like go ham. You won't get one. She'll give you like 10 in the comment section. Just be like Mads.
But to finish off, do you think you could think of one that she might say? Seems we can't get hold of her.
You guys definitely have to watch our drunk Q&A. Definitely. There was a lot of surprising things that kind of came out. Like people would probably be surprised to know that my dream man is Phil Dunphy.
Who's Phil Dunphy?
From Modern Family.
Oh my God, Modern Family. Wait, which character does he play?
He's the dad.
He's
the dad. Yeah. And people make fun of me, but I will stand by that. I will not change it. But then Mads is Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen. So you guys decide which is worse or better.
On that note, we're going to end the podcast there. Gabby, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been amazing and we wish you all the success in 2020.
Thank you.
Everyone go out and buy the edit. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I'm going to go and fill my basket up right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody for listening to PLT Behind Closed Doors.
Oh, wait. She's answering.
Wait. Oh, my God. We're going to add an extra bit on. Let's answer. Oh, my God.
Mads.
Hi, Mads.
I'm filming a podcast with Pretty Little Thing right now.
Oh my gosh, can you get me some clothes, please?
We can definitely sort that 100%.
Okay, so this is live. We're filming right now.
Can we hear Mads on the mic? Yeah? Hi.
Hi.
So good to meet you.
Everybody.
I feel like you're in the room with us right now.
I wish I was.
I mean, next time we'll make it happen. We'll have to do like a duo for sure.
Oh my gosh, can I bring tequila?
You can definitely bring tequila. Is my boss going to allow it? We'll say he will.
So we were talking about our friendship and how much you mean to me and what a great, loyal friend you are.
Yes.
And one of the
If
questions...
I could marry you, I would.
Great, Mads. I just told them how we weren't in a real relationship and we were best friends and sisters. But I'd still
my
marry you
gosh,
too.
Everyone thinks we actually are. I'm waiting for my parents to pull me aside and be like, just be honest with us. What's going on?
Just tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, but one of the questions was...
It was, if you could tell us one of Gabby's deepest, darkest secrets, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, she's probably the messiest person I've ever met in my entire life.
I feel like you can go worse. I feel like there's worse to know.
I feel like I'm trying to think of I don't know. Gabby's recently become saucy, so if you give me a month, I'll probably have some good tea.
So in a month we'll do this podcast again. We'll bring you both back and we'll have some good tea.
I'll have some good information
She's
for you.
definitely made me more savage. For sure.
Yeah,
I love
think
that.
I broke Gabby.
I love that. Well, we're excited to see what the next few months hold for sure. Definitely. But so she's messy. Have you got one final one to add?
I think that's the only thing. She's kind of like a tornado. Anything she touches just turns into a disaster.
That is actually very true.
I thought you were going to just say makes it kind of wild. I'll definitely say on the podcast today, it's been so fun. This has been literally amazing. She's coming with a dog. She's just loads of
River's here.
energy. He's chilling.
Aww.
We have had the
Okay.
best day.
I thought you were going to say something really savage, but I'm really proud of you.
I'm trying to think of every time I think about something savage, I just think of you being there while I do something absolutely savage.
That's very... I'm
And then
also an
helping-
enabler too.
And then helping me cover it up.
That is
Yeah.
true. I will help her hide the body.
That's what good friends
For sure.
do. That's
Ride
what
and
good
die.
friends do.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, don't do it. And I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
We love
the kind
that.
of person where I could be my boyfriend could be like, where were you last night? I'd be like, oh, I was at Gabby's. And I could text Gabby and be like, was I with you? But I totally was not with her. And she just rolled with it.
You know who's going to watch this?
I'm okay with that.
You guys are getting in trouble for sure. Someone's getting in trouble here, and I love it. I love it.
That's okay. If I lose him, I still got you.
Yeah, that's very
That's
true.
That's what best friends are for. It's all about that girl code. You know what I mean? Who needs a man when you've got your girls?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100.
Life is better when you have a girlfriend and a boyfriend.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us and for answering those questions. It's amazing to meet you.
Gabby, I'm an extra small if you want to grab me some clothes.
I got you.
We will sort that.
Bye.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Bye.
Wait, that was the best. That was the best way to end a podcast. Gabby, again, I don't know where we were before, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
It's been an actual blast. I don't think I've ever used that word before, but I just feel like my jaw is I'm smiling so hard that my cheeks hurt. It's been brilliant. So thank you so much. And thank you to everybody for listening at home. This has been PLT Behind Closed Doors with Gabby Epstein.
Thanks, guys.
I hope I pronounced your name right.
Yeah, you
Epstein.
good. Yeah, you
Yes.
good.
See you later.
Bye, guys.